Good morning, South Florida.
And welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show.
Grab your coffee as we brew up the talk of the day.
From the latest scoop around town
to feel-good stories and messages of hope.
A few jokes and live calling.
Highlighting local businesses.
Discussing hot trends and news stories.
A dash of feel-good nostalgia.
I love those morning cartoons.
Keeping up with upcoming events.
Sometimes trying a delicious foods.
Weekly horoscope updates.
An occasional flying duck.
Some sparkle dust.
Don't forget my bell.
And my wand.
With our brew crew laughing on set.
So grab your coffee, your bagel, donut, or any breakfast as we get you up and ready for the rest of your day.
And don't leave us hanging. Give us a follow. Comment live or call right into the show at 888-994-4995 Studio B.
Whether it's a tip of the day or just to say good morning, we'd love to hear from you.
From Amp Media Production Studio, it's
the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show. Freddie, you have to get up. We've got a morning show to do.
Just give me 5 more minutes. Where'd I put my hat?
Come on, Freddie. You don't have time. Get out of bed.
I can never find my hat when I need it.
We'll get the hat at the studio. Let's go. Pour yourself some coffee and get to the studio because it's time for the morning show.
Now, where's my bell?
Wake up, America. Howdy, how.
All right, now I'm going to tell you something. Right off the bat. This is here for a purpose. If you get nuts on me, the next thing you get is you're going to get the brotherly love. The love.
He's going to kill me. He's going to kill me with his love.
Morning. Yes,
Good morning.
Dawn is actually at the FAU meeting this morning.
Doing some important work.
And I was supposed to be there.
And you said, forget that.
I did not be here this morning.
But what happened was last night, Linda got sick on me and coughed all night.
I'm joking.
Almost took her to the hospital. So
Oh,
I only got
goodness.
like 2 hours worth of sleep last night. And I woke up and I still doing, I got a migraine. I ain't going nowhere. And she went without me, which is okay.
You got a migraine, Freddie? I can fix that.
So sitting next to me, fortunately, depends on how you look at it.
To answer your question, yes, hell has frozen over.
You play Freddie all the time.
I know.
So now I need you to play Dawn.
This is just your first time being
You have to
gone.
be like her. No, don't,
You
you
don't
see
get the
her?
bell
You
with
don't
Dawn.
get the bell.
The bell's Freddie.
The buzzer is gone.
The buzzer's not Dawn either. You
Yes,
get
it is.
Here, you get to twirl the pen.
You need a wand. Hang on. Right.
Yeah, you need a wand and you need to be level-headed.
Level-headed?
Yeah.
Me? Who are you kidding?
You're Dawn.
Wait a minute. That means I'm not level-headed?
Oh! You better
Your
watch out.
imagination runs
Better watch out
wild,
now.
Which is a strength in its own right.
You could tell that he goes to school, but not in Florida. You could tell. I assume Wisconsin, because he has his outward quick rebound thought.
What are you trying to say about Floridians?
You are going to give us a perfect example.
I'm not from Florida either. I'm from Georgia. Oh, I got my wand. Yeah.
Yeah, but you go to FAU.
Yes.
Avada Kedavra.
Avada Kedavra.
You not a Harry Potter buff?
Don't break her wand because it'll be the last thing you hold in your life. I tell you that right now. Anyway, we have a visitor from Tampa.
Woo-hoo.
And you're supposed to be a queen, a wand swinger, something as well, no?
My crown is just not on.
Oh.
Will you be wearing it in the other show?
Uh-oh. She's
I
got.
actually brought one for Dawn.
Did you really?
Oh, that's so sweet.
Then I guess I have to wear mine.
Oh, you got your crown. Here's your crown.
I guess I would have to wear my crown today, because.
Yeah. So
So-
my crown is not on. So,
So tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do and the crown stuff.
So my name is Sheena. I am the owner of Design Your Crowns. It is a custom gift shop. I'm online. I did have a retail store, but since I'm a walking store and I do everything myself, had to put it online.
So you create different things for games and shows and.
I create gift baskets, custom gift baskets. So I do, oh my gosh, I think I counted at least think 45 things that I do.
Wow.
Jeez.
So then I make it myself. So I have my own skin line, custom skin line, natural, all natural, some vegan, help skin. So that is one thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then I do a lot of custom trays, epoxies. I do a lot of stuff.
So I got a question here.
T-shirts, everything. So yes.
Out of everything you do, what is your favorite and least favorite?
That's not fair.
That
I don't put my babies in the box. So
No?
I love everything I do. I will honestly say the least favorite thing I do is
Mhm.
because I'm a Virgo and I'm a perfectionist.
Mm-hmm.
So everything has to be perfect. I wish I didn't have to be a perfectionist, but
Mm.
I think that's my least favorite thing.
Yeah.
Now, how long have you been doing this?
Okay, so I've been designing and making crafting things since I was 14.
Wow.
14. I had kids, of course. Life happened. And my son was born with a liver disease. And it got me back into the skincare and herbal and everything else. So bringing him in, I was just like, you know what? Let's do this. So my best friend put me to the challenge and she was like, yeah, you can sell this. Sell your stuff. And I was like, nah. She was like, I dare you. And you'll never dare me. You'll dare me. Because I'm going to do it. So I was like, you know what? I got this.
That's
Yes, you do.
Did it.
And you just been doing it.
And I just been doing it.
And this is all you do? This is your...
No. So, okay. Don't think of me of anything crazy because I am just crazy. So I have a full-time job. I do my business. I take care of my dad. I help my sons.
Oh my God.
My sons have their own business, a cleaning business.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm that mom.
Wow.
You're like the definition of like superwoman
Yeah,
or something.
supermom.
Seriously.
I'm exhausted already.
I'm exhausted driving here. I live 10 minutes from here.
Now, I used to drive to town to coach football on Saturdays. I used to leave Friday,
I love
coach on
that.
Saturday, and then drive back to go to work on Sunday. So it was always a full weekend. I did that for 8 weeks during the season.
I did traveling property manager for 20 years, so I understand.
That's another interesting
Did you
job.
say that that it was your son that being born that made you like step into like this new like business or?
It made me step into the skincare line.
Okay.
He would work out in blotches, and he cannot wear other deodorant. Both of my kids.
Right.
Just it didn't matter. So it really brought me into this place. Like, you know what? I don't want this chemical stuff in my household. Let me just go ahead and weed it out, and let me start studying different things that actually grow from the ground. So I started studying it and perfected it. Actually.
That's amazing because I was saying
yeah.
yesterday to one of our coworkers who isn't here right now, Jalen, how like nowadays you see all these things about like foods and everything has something bad. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Oh, yeah.
And like
Yes.
being an average person, you hear all these things and like how am I supposed to like kind of navigate like what is actually bad, what is like okay but bad, you know what I mean? Because everything's a little bad. So we were talking about how it's like now it's like I don't even know like is the like stuff that's marketed as better, is that actually better or that has stuff in it, like I don't know.
I will honestly say this. I did my research. I went to school for nursing as well. I graduated because I wanted to understand what doctors was telling me about him.
Right.
My child is not nobody's guinea pig. So
Yeah.
I was like, no, I need to understand this. So when they kept telling me like, you know what, he might not live through this and whatever, I'm like,
He might not live through
right,
this.
Yeah. Yep.
So they were experimenting on his
He is
body?
21 years old, and they told me 8 times that he was gonna die.
Wow.
He
That's
actually
crazy.
did it. Oh my God.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
That's crazy.
He was never supposed to make it to 21. He actually was never supposed to make it to 10.
Wow.
So all of this is
Wow.
because
Yeah.
you took him off meds and you put him on holistic medicine?
I changed everything about us. Everything about my household, and I was just like, you know what? This is what we're gonna do. I kept some stuff normal because you want to have him have a normal life. He's
course.
a child.
Yeah.
So, but he's not a child that grew up. He doesn't like cake, so thank you. I
Yeah.
never- so I was like, woo!
Yeah.
Non-expensive child.
Yeah.
My oldest
It's a
is
relief.
diva, so.
Uh-oh.
So how many children do you have?
Two boys.
2 boys?
Two
One is
boys.
21 and the other?
24.
And 24.
Yes.
And then your products are also, because Edwards is a good friend of mine. at the store that you
Yes,
have in
yes.
Tampa. Your goods are also at the mall?
Yes, the Brandon Mall Everyday Shops is there. I am trying to get into other locations now because, again, I sell vegan products, so natural products. No chemicals, no nothing. And I have a healing oil that I talked nothing about, so this is the first time. But I have a healing oil that I've been working on for the last year and a half, and I finally am ready to put it out.
Have you put it out yet?
I have not. I did.
Oh.
Can we do it tonight?
So we're
Today?
getting like so
We're
so
gonna
we're like
have a
getting like
debut.
the inside
Yeah.
scoop.
So
We're
yeah,
gonna be the debut of it.
Definitely. I'm
Fantastic.
ready. I did it with my son. I did it with me, my best friend, and everybody using them. Like, this is great. And everybody's like putting it out. I'm like, I'm scared. But Renee, it was Renee.
I got it. They don't know Renee. They know
Yes.
some things of Renee because the coffee is at the store
Yeah.
and the tea is at the store.
Yes.
Now you've been to the store.
Yes. Oh, plenty
So
of times. I do
tell
it
us a
all
little bit.
day.
And she's mad at me because I was supposed to go on Saturday,
Uh-oh.
but the car died, and then it came back to life.
Yeah, my
And
car
then,
did too.
and then I said, do I chance and not come back?
Chance?
So I'm waiting to see that the car. Maybe
We
I
would
go
have
this
brought you
weekend.
back.
Yeah. Well, but tell us about the store. Tell us about the experience at the store.
Oh my gosh. So April 19th it opened, Day of Tears. Happy tears. It was a long time coming. Let's just start back where we started from. We did the Saturday shops at the Tropicana Field. And I knew she was working on something amazing. We just didn't have no idea it came to this big place. We didn't know. So she gave some calls to different vendors of saying, hey, come show your products. Let's see what you got. Let's see if we're going to get ready to do some things. So it was casting shoots at first. And I'm like, I'm in. She knows me. She calls me Princess. And I'm like, I'm in. Let's do it. So when it came down to it, she was like, we're finally here. And I went to the store before any items was in the store.
It was empty.
Empty. And I just looked around. I'm like, wow. Like, I literally had my own store, so I knew that feeling. And I'm like, wow.
And how big is the mall? Is the mall big?
The mall is huge.
Yeah.
Brandon Mall area is huge.
This is up in
Brandon
Tampa?
area. Yeah, well, it's a little past Tampa,
Okay.
but Brandon is huge.
Right.
So the mall is huge. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is the best opportunity ever. So I forgot how many. I wanted to say it's around about 68 plus vendors in this store.
Wow.
In the store. And I'm like, yeah, this is amazing. We actually filled the whole store.
And what year did you
That's
start your
amazing.
store?
So I opened my first store in, it's 2024. So I opened my first store in 2021.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh, that's crazy because
Yeah.
that's when I had a COVID as well. How
So,
did that
yes.
happen?
So everything that I did with my store, and it was a little startup store and everything else, but I was so happy. My dad helped me. I'm kind of spoiled, thank you. But my dad helped me put everything together. Of course, the purchasing it taught me so many lessons. I closed it down because I am the only person that make everything. So I didn't realize, Sheena, you gotta hire people.
Isn't that the scariest part?
That's the scary part. I was like,
You need like a clothing machine and get like tons of you.
and I'm like, wow, okay. And that was it. I'm like, it's not a duplicate of me. I did want to take something from my son's life because, one was going for nursing and one was going to school because he loved animals. That's my Dr. Doolittle. And I'm just like, I don't want to bother my kids and say, hey, come work in mama's store because this is not their dream. This is my dream.
Right.
So I'm like, you know what? Okay. So me and my dad talked and he was like, listen, everybody's online. And like, maybe you should move it to online. I'm like, whoa. You know how much stuff I have in the store? So I'm like, okay, cool. So again, just to doing the marketing and everything else, it was amazing. So it taught me so many lessons.
Yeah, you realize that you will have to hire somebody like this guy
Listen,
and take a risk that the store will still be there.
let me tell you this. If I would have found somebody with the most positive energy and just gave my store what I gave my store, because my store was a no bad vibe zone. Like, if you were in a bad mood, get out. because
That's the perfectionist in you.
it's the perfectionist, and not only that, I want people to be happy what they buy. Like I want them to be okay what they order from me. So
That
I'm just
energy's, like, contagious.
That energy is
Yeah.
amazing, and that's why I always carry it because I'm just like, come on, why are you mad?
Yeah.
What you mad for? First of all, life is way too short. You could be mad about 1,000,001 things. It's not going to change anything until you're ready.
That's right. It's interesting because the energy level to any institution is really what carries it.
Yes.
You know, a lot of people
Yes.
try to analyze Google. Why was Google so successful? Why is Amazon so successful? It's the energy level at the top.
It is.
And they try to filter it down because not all the workers at Amazon, we sort of know this firsthand,
Yeah.
are happy at the bottom.
Oh,
We have
They
workers.
have like, they're, oh my God.
But if you
G-Man,
go,
our prayers are with you right
but
now.
if you go up to the higher levels, their energy level is amazing.
And that's one of the companies I work for Chadwell Supply. And let me just say this. I started working there getting out of multifamily and into actually the back end of multifamily. But I can honestly say the reason why I started working there is because of the owners. The owners' energy is freaking amazing.
That is.
So, I mean, that's the scary part, is talking about Amazon. Trickling it down to your employees is hard. Because, again, people come with different little baggage and everything else. And some people just don't know how to leave it at the door. You can pick it up if you want it when you go back out, but some people don't know how to leave it at the door.
And there's different type of energies. There are people in here who are quiet energy. And they're all creators and they all do things differently. So as to orchestrate it so that it all
It's
synchronizes.
one sound.
Right.
But you should see all the sounds in here. Some of us,
It gets a little hectic.
sometimes it gets hectic because everybody they get I call it the Holy Spirit, but they get so enthused
Yes.
and they start overpowering one another. It gets fun to look at.
And it is. Trust me. My dad laughs at me all the time. My boyfriend laughs at me. I think everybody laughs at me because I call myself, and I think I told you this over the phone, I am the Michael Jackson of the game.
Yes.
I am so sorry, but you can beat it, and ain't nobody coming close to me. And that's just how I feel. But that's my energy.
That's how you should feel.
That's
Yeah.
how my energy of it, and I watching different people with that. I'm not giving this up. I don't care. I don't care. I have my bad days. I have my good days, and I still push through. So I know my seasons now. I've learned into that. So I'm like, hey.
But you didn't wake up one day and were birthed into the business. You learned it.
Yeah, I learned it. I learned everything about business. Like, I didn't go to school for business. I went to school for marketing, to be honest with you. So I would love to push people and like, oh, I want to do this. I want to show people the world of this and this and this colorful thing and this colorful idea. And then I realized, like, why am I pushing myself? So then I started taking lessons. Like, my dad was in this company for 49 years. My mom was doing things, and I was looking like, okay, how do they move business-wise? What is that? So I started taking notes, and then I started learning of different people, like, okay, and then I ran into bad business, lots of bad business, but it taught me, like, okay, I'll never want to do that. That's not something I want to bring. So, yeah.
See, the fun part is that all of these gentlemen and ladies, they go to different schools. And they go to school to learn different subject matter, whether it's film, whether it's radio, whether it's communications, whether
Love it.
writing, or journalists. I mean, they're all around us. And,
love it.
and we try not to pick what we want. We let it pick us.
Yes.
And then we try to find
Organic.
niches to put it together so they have their individual talents. I didn't know half about social media. I never cared about social. I still don't care about social media, but she does, and she controls.
I'm a
it.
marketing student.
Listen, you're the person that I need because I hate social media. I know I have to post. I know I have to say things, but I'm 42 to be 43. We didn't have social media. It was
See,
talk
they don't
face to
understand
face.
that. That's right. We did skin to skin.
Yes, we talk.
This was our
So,
social media.
I don't. It's hard for me to understand that right now. So I'm growing into that. I am. I'm
You
growing.
sit with her for 20 minutes, and you go through the logistics,
I'll
and
make
they,
your head spin.
and they put things on the board, and I'm looking at her, and I'm looking at the board, and I'm going, and I'm nodding yes, because I don't want her to think I'm totally ignorant. And I'm like, really? And then at the end of the day, we still have to sell it.
Yeah.
right? We
Yes.
still have to sell the concept that she wants to develop.
Yeah.
And sometimes to do that, you need help creating elements, some singing elements, somebody to work the board correctly, to work the sound correctly, the sound bites, somebody to write things that make sense so that you can talk about that on the air. So you should see it's a massive undertaking.
I love it.
But we try to keep it simple for them, which I'm going to start getting away from. We had a meeting last night. We're going to be going on the road and doing shows on the road.
Yay!
We want to bring South Florida Oldies Radio, which we're on, to venues that we're going to be doing on the road.
I love it. I love it.
But it's going to require certain technical aspects to get the cameras in play and get the sound in play and to get it done, not for 1 hour, not for 2 hours, but from 4 o'clock to 8 o'clock on a Thursday night.
How about those transmitters that Andrew was talking about?
So yeah, they come up with transmitter. Andrew's actually going to pay for them.
No.
Yeah, $800 a piece.
Well, they're his. Then.
He doesn't know that yet.
Oh. Good luck with that.
You
Good
just
luck.
found out.
$800 a pop. Good luck with
We actually found them for less, but the transmitters are all fine and good if you are going to do it religiously to different places. I'm not going to invest that kind of money.
Yeah,
in.
of course.
But can it be done? Absolutely. So I love the energy, and I love the fact that you just driving over here. You're the second person in 9 years doing this show. I had a friend, she's a friend now. She was in Georgia, and I didn't know she was in Georgia. Dawn set up the phone call. So I said, so you're coming tomorrow? And she says, yeah, I'll be there. So Dawn goes, wait a minute, you're in Georgia? She says, yeah, I'm booking my flight right now. I said, you're coming from Georgia? And she flew in, and she did the midday show the next day. So
That's
you're the
awesome.
second person who's been so motivated
Second person to be.
to do this stuff, which is really good.
And no, I did not mind. I was like, you know what? Yes. When you said it, like, are you coming? Come on. I'm like, yes, I will come.
Absolutely.
No problem.
And I told Renee, I'm hoping that Renee will call us today because, you know, she's a big influence to some of the things that
Most definitely.
we're doing. The underscore to the new not-for-profit that we set up was to help the students, to help these guys get a foot in the door
Listen, I understand.
to help them.
I have 2 students, so I totally understand.
I mean, we have people that come in here without laptops and they work with their phones or they work with a pad, which is not the business. It's not the way the business runs.
And y'all are amazing for that because I'm still learning how to do my phone.
Sorry, I heard his back crack. I was not expecting it to be that loud.
Me neither.
He sleeps on bed of nails.
Sorry, I didn't mean to
so
interrupt. That
soft.
scared me.
My bed is so
Okay,
soft, but I
hold
think
on
it's
to the
giving me
neck, I
back
was like, oh my
problems.
God.
I know, I hate that.
Put a board in there. So let me ask, now that you've heard her story, let me ask, do you guys ever wonder if owning a store, owning your own business, anything like that in your horizons?
I actually have a question for you.
Yes.
Not that related, but do you sell stuff for like eczema? 'Cause
Yes, I do.
suffer with eczema. Like,
Yes,
pretty
I-
bad, so.
She's a skincare
I
specialist.
honestly sit with anyone with eczema to find out, because everybody with eczema is different. I hate to say it, but they are. And I find out what you need from me, and I make it for you. So that's what the whole thing of design your crowns. Because I'm designing something to make you feel better. It's something that's going to help you in the long run.
How do you do that?
And it's amazing.
It's a
But-
secret juice. But that's
Yes.
amazing because you're going to custom design
Yes, and I'm one-on-one with my people.
Oh, so you
like,
cater it. You cater the
yeah,
product to your customer?
I cater it to
Oh,
my
wow.
customer.
That's
And
amazing.
deodorant too?
Yes.
Wow, I did not
Yeah.
that's amazing.
No, I talk to my customers. The skincare that I sell in the store now, those are my customers' ideas.
Dude.
Wow.
All
That's
of
awesome.
that came from
So,
my
okay,
clients.
so hold on a second. I see every morning the commercials for body deodorant.
Yeah.
So now they have stuff that goes all
Body
over the.
deodorant.
It goes all over the place.
Yeah, it's like
It goes on every part of your body.
Yeah, it's a body mist.
But it's a no, it's not
It's
a
a
mist. It's a
deodorant.
roll on. They got it for women here and
and-
here
Okay.
and there and everywhere
Aiden.
And the crevices.
in the crevices, in the wombs. But they
In the
have
womb?
You could have stopped at body deodorant and we would have all
Yeah, we
just
would have
been
understood.
fine.
Oh.
Deeper here.
But do
That's
they-
right,
but
that's
do
right.
they-
What was this for? What's the?
Not
But here-
uncommon.
Because they lift and But that's what they do. That's what the lady,
Oh my
the person
God.
created this.
Woo!
So do you do that kind of body
So
armor?
I do something like that, but my oil helps better because it actually penetrates the skin and go underneath the skin. Now deodorant I actually love. Don't get me wrong, I do. However, it depends on someone's skin. What if it chafes? What if somebody's skin gets raw?
Too dry.
It's a lot of things with the skin that people do not understand. So one product might not fit everybody.
Right.
So this is, you mentioned like skin getting raw. Recently, my underarms have been. Don't I see you?
Guys, she's not here for a consultancy.
I say she.
Listen, that's
get
after the show.
consult.
Okay, we don't need to know about your dry spots.
They're not gonna start giving you their symptoms.
But I already,
getting the
I already
willies.
knew where you
My
were going.
God.
I already knew where you
So
were going.
recently I've been
I did.
Well, men have different problems
Yes,
than women.
and I sell men products too.
And you do so. Okay, and you
Yes.
customize that as
Yes,
well.
I do.
Well, some of us need a private session.
Whoa!
Well, men are different.
What's
'cause
that
men-
a session,
well, men
huh?
have more hair than
Yes.
women,
Oh.
right? And hairs has oils.
Yes,
And that I hear that the bacteria of the smell is really the bacteria of sweat,
exactly.
and it's the excretion.
And I always tell anybody, like my son, please, and I talk about my kids a lot, but because they were my muse. So I talk about them because I use them in their voice. So they didn't understand being a woman, and I didn't understand being a man. So I was like, oh. Now some sides I was like, ooh, no, I don't want to. But no, for men,
We have problems.
You guys go through a lot, and a lot
We
of people
stink.
don't understand that.
Men
Guys are
smell.
gross, yeah.
It's a lot of issues.
No, men smell.
Yeah.
And I just told my son the other night, I said, you know what? It's like a mama bear and a cub. You know how your smell is distinctive, like she knows her cub?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, of
like,
course.
baby, that's how I know your cub. I know you.
You just
Right.
being
Your
nice.
smell.
You being nice. I ain't nice. Men stink.
Yeah, men are gross.
I don't
yeah.
know how the hell
100%.
women date men. For those that do.
Honestly, I'm actually so with you on that.
I
I don't get
understand.
it. Like, we're so disgusting.
I wouldn't
like,
date me.
Guys are so gross. Now, I grew up with my mom and my sister, like, primarily, so, like, always, like, had a girl's perspective kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, dude, guys are so disgusting.
They are. I mean, you wouldn't date you.
Dude, hell no.
Absolutely not. And some
But not
guys.
because I'm gross, just because I think I'd annoy myself, probably. Like,
No, not there. I mean, smell wise.
I think I smell good, like, but it takes a lot for me to, like, maintain good hygiene.
But do you
what I
know
mean?
that your smell is output different to someone else?
Yes. You
I
stink.
hope
To
I
me,
don't
you
stink.
stink.
So,
And to you, you smell okay.
That's honestly one of my biggest fears is smelling bad. Like,
No,
that's like a
Oh.
big fear.
Me and Kyber had this conversation the other day because on Wednesday, I don't know what happened. Like, I'll be the first to admit it. I stunk. I came in here and I was like, I smell so bad. Like, I can smell myself. And I was like, I showered. I did everything. And I was like, I don't know why I still smell
Sometimes
this
you just have bad
bad.
days.
but again, but you also got to take into account that sometimes what you eat,
Yeah.
and then it comes out in your pores. So
You had
it
onions.
all, it all
I didn't do anything. Oh, I was talking to Kyber and I was like, Kyber, can you smell me?
You ate that
And he was
sauerkraut.
like, no, why?
But you can
Right.
because it all depends. So let's take for example, I'm just going to put it out there so everybody can understand asparagus.
Yes, when you urinate, it
Right
smells funny.
away.
Smell.
Yeah.
Right away.
It goes right through you.
It goes right. So it's like that. Different foods bring out different things. So, and you can smell it. Nobody else can. But you're
Yeah.
like, oh my God, what is that?
You're like, why do I smell so
I
funky?
learned that, and I had to learn that. But living with my boys, and I'm the only female in the house, I'm like, oh my God. Oh my. What is that?
Have you ever
That is
been?
new.
What died? What died?
Have you ever been to a men's locker room in high school?
Oh,
Football players in the heat.
Funny story.
Dude, you're like making me want to gag.
No.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you, it's
No.
horrible.
God.
It is so bad. So funny story. So I used to run track in high school, and I
Another place. That's another place.
Yes. And woo! Yeah, that's different. Never want to spell that again.
Dude,
And then, and the problem here is that sometimes you'll get somebody to come and interview,
Yeah.
and they're so
And
nervous.
it's,
They're sweating
Sweating.
through their clothes.
yeah.
So the
Yeah.
first thing I try to do is to calm them down.
Yeah.
Have some water, sit, preferably in front of a fan blowing shower.
That's why we keep it so
Because-
cold in here.
We have to keep it like a meat locker.
But it's fine to me. It's great.
It was
But
nice.
and again, let me not bash the men because women go through the same thing too. Like,
Yeah, but men are expected to smell. Women should not.
we shouldn't.
Ooh, careful.
We shouldn't.
But we do.
We do.
I know.
But we're humans.
We all
and
shouldn't smell.
We do.
Everyone does
Nobody should
human
smell.
things.
Yeah, but you see, a guy has to tell a woman, honey, I love your smell no matter what. A woman will tell a guy, you stink, go take a shower. Simple truth.
But you know what? Even when a man, and let me just give y'all some cool points on this, because my man works out.
Yeah.
He's a big workout person. And I don't know. I don't know. It's that moment, the moment I smell him.
That's
like,
love.
I'm like,
That's
wow,
love.
okay.
You're just putting this to the side. Yeah, right. Okay, that's a different show, but that's all right.
So, you know, it's different. So your hormones go different with different people. Some people are like, wow, I like your smell. And you're like, what?
Yeah.
And you know, there's nervous tension smell.
Yeah.
And then there's workout smell.
Yes.
And then there's everyday smell. It's different levels.
It's so different. And
Some-
again, it's what you eat smell too. So you're like, what is you eating?
It makes me laugh because Dawn hates to sweat. Now she works out 5 days a week, right? And she hates to sweat. So I says, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, what?
What, do you take a shower when you're running? I mean, what are you doing? She says, no, I just can't stand the perspiration.
I can't either.
But I hate, in the morning, I spend all this spray on me, which is probably not good for me. Because your skin begins to take in
It
the
does.
aroma,
Yeah.
and it does funky things to your skin.
Yeah.
So you start
Or you, like, normally
scratching.
spray like cologne or?
No, I have like this
Deodorant?
body thing that they
Oh,
gave me.
body spray.
This
Yeah,
coconut,
yeah,
which
yeah.
I love. Now there was a guy in here. There was a producer that used to walk in here, and he used to wear something that had, what is it? Hormones.
Yes, it's a hormone.
Pheromone?
Pheromones. And he used to wear these
It's a roll.
colognes.
roll-on.
And he used to wear these colognes, and he used to walk in there, and he looked really well together. He was good-looking kid.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to go, holy smokes. So you ever meet somebody that they're just oozing,
Yeah.
and they have the right body chemistry. So I can understand if you make it tailor-made to somebody,
Yes.
it will probably help them in interviewing,
Yeah.
going on dates, things where you want people to socially accept you.
I honestly have made product and had reviews come back like, girl, I was walking in the store and so many people was like, what do you have on? And I was like, it matched your body chemistry. You found you.
But isn't that
That's
the best
awesome.
feeling?
It is.
It
So how
would-
do you go about catering a product to a customer?
Again, it's all based off do you have oily skin? Do you know your skin for number one?
Me?
Yes.
No.
So again,
Like a little.
so a lot of people don't know their skin. Yeah. A lot of people don't. They think they do, but they don't. They be like, oh, no, I just use this and it's fine. Well, do you have oily skin? Do you have dry skin? Are you making your skin too oily? Or are you making your skin too dry? So it's one of those things that you have to know your skin. And then you got to know what works for you. Because some of the stuff you put on, you'll itch and you don't even realize you're itching.
True.
You don't even realize it. You don't realize that is irritating you. And you just you keep buying it.
That's interesting.
You keep buying it. And it's like one of those things that's like, okay, oh, this smells great, so I'm going to keep buying it.
Yeah.
But no, it is irritating your
That's
skin.
like every
so
guy ever.
bad.
Like, oh, this
Do
smells
you
pretty
ever
good.
get
Like,
frustrated
I
when you
remember-
see like the 3-in-1 body
Oh my
wash?
god! I was literally about to say that. I was shopping.
What the
when I
hell
first
is
got
that?
To college.
Oh!
I was shopping for like soaps and stuff, like right when I got to college, and I like was texting my friend Kelly like, hey, like which like soap should I get? And I was like, I think I'm just gonna go with this one. And I sent her a picture. It was like 2-in-1 like shampoo conditioner. She was like, Aiden, like no, like you
Yeah.
cannot get the 2-in-1. I was like, bro, like it's all the
My
same.
brother uses that and I get
No.
so
It
frustrated.
is such a gag material for me.
But they have a 3-in-1, which you can
Yeah,
use on
body
your
wash,
head.
shampoo,
shampoo,
Conditioner.
Head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
What is
No.
that?
Shampoo, conditioner, body wash, and car
Body wash.
fluid.
Yeah.
Like
Car
windshield
fluid.
washer.
Right.
Like
No,
That's stuff
you
in there.
described it perfectly.
Yeah.
And that's how I look at it. I be like, so you put oil and windshield wiper in the same thing? Like,
Oh, that's a good
Like, you
way to
wouldn't-
put it.
yeah.
Now you know,
That's
guys
disgusting.
buy price. Women do
Right.
too. That woman
yeah,
math.
100%.
So you look at the most expensive is going to be at the eye level,
Yeah.
and then you say, okay, let me look down for the $1.99 for the
For
month.
the Dove Men 5-gallon
Yeah.
bottle, like
that smells like
But
feet.
you gotta realize that's how they get the consumers, because they know they get into their mind. They know how man gonna buy. They know what man is gonna do. Man buying bulk, so they don't have to go back to the store.
You have to go back to the
I
store?
don't want to go back to the store.
I go to the store
And
once a
then
month.
women love. I'm sorry, but women love shopping. So I'm like, oh, let's go to the store. I want this product. So they know, like, okay, let's do a whole bunch of decisions for women.
Oh, that's okay.
That's smart.
Let's do a whole
I
bunch of
hear you.
decisions. Because they're not gonna, they think we can't make up our mind.
Right,
so let's
right.
help them not make up their mind.
And
Let's
for
help
guys,
them
let's
pick
make an
different
easy
things.
option.
And then for guys, let's give them 3 or 4 things, and that's great.
I gotta tell you, even razors,
Yeah.
even buying the
5
right
blade, 3
You know
razor.
what I
blade.
found out about razors is that the multi-bladed razors give you ingrown hairs
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it like when it like shaves with the first blade, it shaves it again and again
Yeah.
and again, like
See?
with each one, and it like makes your hairs ingrown or
Yeah.
whatever. So my
Not
friend
only
told
that,
me,
it's opening up your skin to infections.
yeah, like my friend told me you have to get single bladed razors
Yes.
The
and
be-
shave like all down and then shave all
All
up.
up.
And
Mm.
like then you won't get ingrown hair.
Yeah.
And ever since it's been so much
I dated
better.
a girl who says, here's a credit card. And she used to make me go like this and like this. And if you hear the grind, you had
Yeah.
to go, you had to do areas, but you have to do it correctly.
Wait,
And yes,
You have to.
the credit card will sound like sandpaper if you do
card?
it the wrong way.
Yeah.
But that was back in the day. Now you don't have to do that. Now you
But
can
like,
sort of feel it. And like
now,
it's
like-
change, the blazer change.
But I make a shaving cream that's unisex.
But this is another thing I wanted to
Yeah.
ask you. They have something where you put skin on so that doesn't happen. So it opens the pores. So
Like
you don't get
aftershave?
it's before. And you
Okay.
leave it on there and then you put the shaving cream on and you shave. But the shaving cream you use is important as well because you need
So I always get the Gillette
moisturizer.
foam.
Yeah, but you may need something more sensitive to
I
your
could,
skin.
honestly.
So
yeah.
that you don't get the ingrown hairs.
You know why people love foam shaving cream?
Mm.
It's a trade secret. Nobody really want to know, especially like young ages these days. Home Alone.
Home
Is that
Alone the
really
movie.
why? The reason, okay, that makes so much sense. Because you know why I like it is because, for one, like, that scene is so iconic. For, like, that's not why I like it, but now that you've said it, it makes sense.
It's in your head.
But for me, it's like, I like to see where I've gone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it, like, gives me, like, a, okay, I already got
Like a
that
track?
spot. I got, yeah, so it's like, okay.
You never keep it in your hand and put
Never,
it back on
never,
and
'cause-
go again?
Honestly, though, like, I don't know. I'm somebody who, like, whenever they apply anything, I, like, put it in one hand, and then I put it in both hands, and then, like, I rub. So, like, if I'm, like, shaving with one hand, like, I have to do the shaving cream before, because it has to be in both hands. I don't know why. I just like to, like...
Well, I keep it, I go, when I
Yeah.
do it, and then I put it on again to go the other way, because a lot of people going the other way do it dry.
yeah. and
So
it's-
that's going
and
to be
it's
irritating.
Irritating is opening your skin for infections. And then it's opening your skin to have acne and bumps and everything. And so you just keep going, like you're clogging so many pores. You have no idea what you're doing. And I'm like, oh. So
What-
when my son started shaving, I was like, no, dude, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
No.
What about the mud mask? Do you do those peel-offs?
So I do not do peel off mask. And the reason why I don't. So I leave that to a dermatologist when it comes to peel off masks. Like I do lip scrubs and stuff like that. I do not do peel off masks. Like I put masks in there, but it's not a peel off. Everybody, again, your face is your crown. Your face is what people see. That's
Right.
the first thing. So when it comes to your face, you have to be very careful. Every skin on your body is very sensitive. Every place on your body has a sensitive spot, but your face is very sensitive. You're in the air. Most of your body's covered. Look at our bodies. Half of our bodies are covered up, so they don't get as much air as your face does.
And the
So-
peel-off mask is very dangerous because that opens up your pores for
and
infection.
it depends on the person's skin. So
Yeah.
what if it's making your skin raw? What
Yeah.
if you're peeling great skin off your face? Like, it's a lot to go into that. So when I researched that, I was like, I'm staying out of that and getting into.
I remember when that
leave
became
to
a thing. My
dermatologist.
sister made me do one of those, like the peel-off mask, like the
Oh.
charcoal or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And she did it like the T-spot, whatever. And I remember peeling it off was one of the most painful
Painful.
things I've
Yeah.
ever done. Like
It's painful.
it's because it's supposed to peel out like all the blackheads in your like nose and stuff, but like it just like rips your skin off.
Yeah.
It takes everything.
But just
Like-
imagine if it's peeling off the blackhead, what else is it
That's what I'm
peeling
saying.
off?
Yeah, it's peeling off a bunch
You,
of
you
stuff,
walk around
yeah.
with a red
It's your
face.
skin.
Oh, literally.
Yeah, red
it's
face.
all raw and like irritated and,
And it's
stuff.
irritated for a week.
Yeah.
So think about you going to the air right after you did that.
Can we do a peel-off mask on your face?
No.
If
I'm
we do,
natural.
we'll take the whole shape. We'll have the whole beard to come off.
Like, speaking of the beard, you're speaking of shavers. It's funny, I never shave myself.
You should.
You always get a barber to do it?
Yeah.
I've never had a barber or like a stylist.
Let me
or
tell
anything
you.
Do my.
Let me
but
tell you.
I don't have a beard, bro. Like
It
I
will-
have like a.
Like, I do have a beard.
just
It
gets
will
gross, like-
change you.
It does.
I do the hot towel treatment on my face. They do the straight
How
straight
much you
razor.
pay for that?
Mm.
There's the
A
kicker.
couple dollars.
But
I
they-
pay
But it's
$13 for a set of
listen.
razors.
But they have a whole set electric razor that you could trim it, shape it, and then you go this way and it has the head on it to keep it even. There's a lot of things you could do by yourself.
No, it's just
I think he likes
people have different ways of being pampered.
Oh, Lord.
I like to
I
have.
think
He
just
does,
got a
he does.
secret.
I-
think
he
he
does.
just
I
likes
would
to
be I would
pamper.
be there 3 days a week. I can't stand it. I wore a beard one time and I must have thought I was insane.
You know, sometimes the barber starts singing to me like in Sweeney Todd as he's trimming my hair.
That's what
Do you
got.
shave every morning?
Me? Yeah.
Dude, it's like now I'm like that I'm
Can't
like
stand it.
in my 20s, I guess. Like I'm starting to like grow facial hair that doesn't come back like once a month. So like now I'm like, I used to think that I only had to shave like once a week, but now I'm realizing I have to shave like every couple days.
Yeah.
Which is like horrible.
Yeah,
'cause,
you
like,
had-
that's so much time.
You
out of
had
my
a little
morning.
you had a little shadow the other day. I'm saying,
No, I
"Man,
have
this
a
is
little
gonna
right
grow
now,
down."
bro. I didn't get to shave this morning.
Oh, be quiet.
He has baby skin.
I don't know. I just like.
And now they got women razors.
Yes.
What do you
Which
mean
is-
now?
They shaved the
No, they
They've
have
always had them.
no specific
No.
for the
No.
Gentile areas.
No.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It has this whole thing going on now.
Holy moly.
And to each his own with the razors. To each his own. I'm not a believer. I'll do my legs. It's not really a hardcore part, and I know how to do my sugar scrubs and exfoliate my skin enough. But the rest of my body, absolutely not.
I know.
I will not put a razor to this. It
But
is too
but
beautiful.
it's big money. Like all of a sudden,
No.
people want women want to be in the inn. I went to Walmart and the razor that was on television, just curious to find out, it was
Yeah,
sold
it's-
out.
Yeah, but absolutely not. I will wax.
Sold out. What is going on
I
with
would
us?
absolutely not. No, I would not. No.
No.
Mm-mm.
Aren't women razors like worse?
They are.
Than men's?
That's exactly
Was,
why.
Tell us
They
why.
are.
I think, I don't know, I think they don't get like close enough.
They
See-
don't. And so you have to press against your skin harder.
Okay.
Really?
Whoa.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you're better off using a man's razor?
I do.
What?
when it
Why
comes
is
to my legs.
Why is it that that's how it's designed? Like,
Because it makes us go and buy more.
Mhm.
I mean, why is a lot of things designed? To be honest.
Well,
with
this is
you?
supposed to be like more gentle
but
to
like
those
that's what I was
private
about to
areas.
ask. Like, how is it marketed that it's like
It's
different?
supposed to be more gentle to our
Okay,
skin.
but it's actually just sucks.
But it's not a great product.
Yeah.
It's not like something like to shave our legs, and for women who grows more hair on their legs
Right.
than others, they're stressed out, and this is why Nair came into play.
Oh.
Nair, oh my god.
Yeah, but
I have a
there's
guy
another
friend who uses Nair.
irritating
It's such
situation.
the worst irritation of skin ever. It's like burning the fart
Yeah.
off.
It's
off-
really, really bad for you, right?
And it
Nair-
also just the smell that Nair
I have
has.
a friend who nares his chest hair off, and I'm like, dude, that is so bad for you.
That
Like,
is
I don't
bad.
think you understand how bad
And
that
then
is.
he's breathing
like,
it in.
Just like once a month. I'm like, dude, like this is so bad for your
Just he might as
skin.
well go get waxed.
He's just burning.
No,
his
Yeah.
pores.
waxing is even worse.
Is it?
But you
Not
rather
really.
smell Nair than go get waxed?
No, I wouldn't do Nair either,
You
but
want
waxing,
Nair in
What
your
does it smell
lungs?
like? Just like strong,
like burnt hair.
It smells like.
You ever smell
Nair
burnt
and
hair?
eggs.
Oh my
Yes.
god, that's gross.
Sulfur
See,
oxide.
I want to see Freddie get waxed
No,
on air.
No.
Like,
you
you've
gotta,
never-
you're gonna be waiting a long time.
You never
I got
done your
waxed
eyebrows?
one time. No,
Got
they
waxed?
I got waxed. So I dated a beautician.
Oh.
Come here, let me wax you.
Oh.
That was the end of the relationship. I said, if you create this much pain to me physically, what do you think?
You see.
We're done. See ya.
Oh.
It is the most painful. And then I have the lady with the threads now.
Oh.
Oh.
Now that
so
hurts
bad.
worse.
What is that?
They do your eyebrows. I'm gonna have
That
a
is worse than
No,
waxing.
I barely have eyebrows. I do
Okay.
not need my eyebrows
So
threaded.
just to remember back in the day when people tried to give you
Have
an
you
Indian
threatened
burn in school.
Yeah.
Oh, and the Indian
worse.
sunburn.
Wait,
I
it's like
got threaded.
So just keep doing someone's skin like this over and over.
Yeah.
what's it
So much
supposed?
work.
What's it supposed to do?
It
takes
trims
out
your
the hair.
eyebrows. Yeah.
It takes out your brain too.
Oh.
It takes out the extended
Yeah.
hair follicles.
My mom convinced me to get
Yeah.
threaded one time, and she's like, "It's so painless. It's so much better than waxing." I was bawling my eyes
Yeah.
out by the first eyebrow, and I got up and left.
My
I was
sister
like,
got
"I'm
her
sorry,
eyebrows-
I cannot do
No.
it."
When
I
my
have a-
sister was like 20, she got her eyebrows microbladed,
Oh.
and she said that was like so painful. Like,
Yeah, I
It's
don't.
certain things. Now I don't do
Microblade
anything
those.
for experimenting to talk about it and be like, okay, let's see, let's talk about it. That no, I would
Like
absolutely.
even the name,
No.
it's like they like
microblading.
basically tattoo your eyebrows
Yes.
on you.
Oh.
It's
That
crazy.
hurts.
Yeah,
That
my
hurts.
sister did that. I was like, bro, I
No,
don't know what you're doing.
it is beauty and pain goes together,
I
but
guess.
not that much pain.
Yes, because women will wear shoes smaller
I would not.
because they don't have the right
No.
size just to look
Oh.
good.
No,
And
would
they're
not.
limping home, and there's blisters and blood. And I'm like, what are you doing? Well, sometimes beauty is
Smaller
pain.
shoes on purpose?
Yeah, because they didn't have the right size.
Oh.
And they will wear the shoes. They will
Yeah.
wear the wrong shoes
But
because
you
it
know
looks
what?
good on
And
them.
I was taught that. Don't get me wrong, I was taught that. Like, oh, this
Smaller shoes on purpose?
You'll be
They don't have the
fine.
right
I
size.
was
It-
always taught you'll be fine.
A
No,
lot of like
no.
Asian cultures,
Yes.
it stems from like
They
Asian
have to
culture.
be.
Yeah, they like start girls wearing their shoes a size lower on purpose to try
Yes.
to like as they grow keep their feet.
Oh,
smaller.
you know what they also do? So like, this is really famous in like Korean culture. So my mom's Korean. So like a lot of the times for the boys, they'll like Koreans out of Asian people tend to be taller. Even though I say that, which is funny, but like, they tend to be taller
They
like
are.
across like Asian
Short
subgroups, I
men.
guess. So like Korean moms a lot of the time will make their kids hold onto their headboard and they'll grab their feet and just stretch them
Oh.
every morning because they say like.
That's
you know,
hilarious.
Like, it makes you taller, but it actually does. Like, my mom didn't do that to me, and look at me. Like,
What are you, 5 feet?
I didn't have
I'm
to do
fine.
that
Hey,
to
come
my
on.
mom.
Oh. But how you
That's too
feet?
No,
No, that's
but
cruel.
like some Asian cultures are so superficial, like especially Koreans. Like
Oh.
I have Korean friends who will go home or not home. They'll go visit like their grandparents, and their grandparents will come.
Careful
and be like,
of
like,
Rod
you
Stewart
should
back
like
there.
get plastic surgery here and like
Plastic
fix this. And it's
surgery?
part of the culture. It's crazy. Like
How
it's just
old
like
are you?
perfectionist. Like
And every culture
Yeah.
is different, but it's so crazy because again, we piggyback on every culture and we try
Yeah.
to figure out something out of like, you know what, they do this, let's do this. Yeah, it was one thing that tried to keep your feet small because women didn't want to have big feet.
totally. I mean, like in some cultures
Yeah.
they like make their neck long. with
Yeah.
I've
rings
seen
and
that.
stuff.
Yeah.
Or they'll take
Yes.
parts of their jaw out so they don't have a
Oh.
That's another
Yes.
I never heard that one.
Oh,
plastic surgery that
Jesus.
stems
Look
from
at
the
that.
Asian
I'm
culture.
getting very
They,
sick
like,
with
shave
this.
off.
Me.
So,
Oh yeah.
Yes.
okay.
I'm a
So-
history
Yes,
person.
me too. Definitely.
Michael.
And then there's also hair transplant stuff. I can easily talk about hair transplant stuff all day long. It's one of the most painful processes. They take your blood, spin it for plasma, and they do 5 needles. Poke here, poke here.
Okay, all right, all right, we gotta go. We gotta go.
I let it make Grace vacate the area.
Thank you for, if you didn't faint on the last segment, thank you for sticking around. We are going to be coming back to do the midday show, -1.
And he
strange
prays to
person.
God, and he prays to God Don comes back.
And Dawn will be here. She's here.
Oh my God!
And Dawn
Oh,
has
look at
nothing-
that!
But we will be back at midday, so don't
Don't
forget
go
us, Don't
anywhere.
be late, and no, he won't be sitting next to me anymore.
We need Don's
Stand up.
feminine presence.
Absolutely. All right. Have a good day, and don't be late. We'll see you at midday. Thank you for listening to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show. My mug is empty, and you know what that means.
I think it means it's time for a coffee refill.
As we prepare for other shows here at the Amp Media Production Studios.
Tune in for more fun and laughs at 12 o'clock for our afternoon show.
And remember to like, follow, and subscribe on our page.
Have a great morning, everyone. Stay safe and be kind to each other.
And don't be late.